What's up, guys? So today this is gonna be like a question Q&A that some of you guys asked on like YouTube and some stuff. So I'm gonna answer some questions y'all asked. I got a few. It's about, I don't know if y'all can see that. No? Is it because it's on there? There you go. Y'all can like see my reflection. So, got a few questions. I'm gonna answer them. Got about 11 or so. I answered a few of them already, like on like the comments. But you know, some people don't go through the comments, so I'm just gonna make this so people can see it, because someone might have the same question as you do. So, we'll just jump right in. Okay. So, question 1. Would you say this is physically hard on your body? I'm gonna guess 12 Bravo. Is it physically hard on your body? I wouldn't say it's physically hard on your body. Being in the Army is kind of, it's physical for your body already. So I wouldn't say this is specifically physically hard. I mean, you pound pickets a lot and you lay C-wire. So I mean, if you don't really have like strength, it would be physically hard for you. But I don't think it's too bad. I mean, if you have strength, you should be fine. But I don't think it's too physically hard for your body. All right. 2, what usable skills are in combat engineering once you decide to get out of the Army? So when you enlist, it'll actually, or even with your recruiter, you'll actually get a list that literally says everything when you get out, what combat engineering could help you do for like in the civilian life. I think I chose like working at Pet Boys as one of my things. I don't know, you have a whole list and like you choose for one just in case if the Army doesn't work out, you automatically have a job for whatever you choose when you get out. But what I would think, what usable skills, there's actually a lot, like depending on what you use, like I could see like me working at Pet Boys when I got out of here, because I would know a decent amount about vehicles and stuff. Not like car vehicles, but like trucks and like military vehicles. So I feel like I could work on vehicles when I got out. But I don't know. I don't know. I couldn't see myself like actually doing that. But I could at the same time. Because I mean, I work on vehicles now, even being a 12 Bravo, and that's not really what we do, but we still work on them. So I could see some usable skills. You could actually go into a lot actually for being combat engineering. I mean, hell, you can engineer almost any engineering job you could probably get into, because it's all around the same thing. Yeah, I would say probably most of that. All right, 3, how do you even get in? So I don't really understand this question. I'm gonna guess, how do you even get in like 12 Bravo or like the Army in general? Getting in, you have to take an ASVAB test. You gotta score, I think, above a 31. I can't remember what I got on my ASVAB, but you have to score 31 to get, like, even to like just join. I think it's a 31 you have to get to join. And I know combat engineering is one of the lowest ones. I think it's 31. I'm not sure though. But you have to get 31 at least on your ASVAB to even join. And then getting in, you have to go to MEPS, and the processing for MEPS it doesn't take long, but it's time consuming. You go and you have to take physical, you gotta stay like overnight at MEPS, you gotta wake up in the morning, you have to go literally, I could tell you guys, I can make another story about how MEPS is, if I kind of remember. Yeah, I can do that. But you go, you wake up in the morning, you take a physical, you're literally in like no clothes the whole time pretty much. It's weird. You have to like duck walk in just your underwear and brawl, and for guys you have to like bend over a chair, and the doctor has to check all that, you know. I can make another video if y'all are interested in that. Just let me know if you guys are interested in it. But yeah, MEPS is a really weird process. And then after MEPS, if you get approved for everything and your physical's good and your body's good for it, you swear in. If you're active duty, you'll swear in twice. So you swear in once the day like you go to MEPS, and then your actual like enlistment day that you leave, you swear in again. So like I swore in January of last year, but I didn't leave till July. So like I swore in January the 3rd, I think, something like that. And then July 31st, when I shipped out to reception, Fort Leonard Wood, I just swore in again. So there it is. And then you get your ship date, you pick your MOS, and it's pretty much all that from there. What question were we on? 4. Why did you become a sapper? So, I'm not a sapper. Well, I'm not a sapper. So sapper is a different course. It's like a school for people that are in the Army that can go to. But usually combat engineering, they call you little sappers because really only engineering really goes to sapper school, because that's what we do. That's what it's. Being an engineer, you're meant to go to sapper school. Sapper school is a very, very hard course. Like I think sapper school's 3 weeks. I can't remember, honestly. I think it's 3 weeks. But it's very, very difficult. It's physically and mentally hard being a sapper. Like it's a very, very hard course. But they say people that are in an engineering job they're baby sappers, just because the sapper school is meant for engineers. Like, I don't know. That's just what they are. So I'm not really a sapper, but I always say I'm a little baby sapper because that's what engineers are called. They're called little sappers. So, yeah. I don't plan to go to sapper school. It's really tough. I might, maybe, sometime down the road, but I don't plan to. 5. Can I get in with being in ROTC? Yes, you can. Actually, being in ROTC will help you. So I was in JROTC before I joined the Army, and it ranked me up to an E2 before I was, so I went to basic as an E2 instead of an E1. So I was in for 2 years of JROTC, so it actually helped me joining the military. So ROTC, like for college, will help you even more. Like you'll have higher rank, you'll go in as high rank. You can actually, for OCS, which is Officer Candidate School, I think you'll have a better chance to go to OCS with being from ROTC. So actually, ROTC will help you a lot if you are in ROTC and you choose to join. But I know certain schools, it's certain differences. So like if you're in ROTC for 2 years, after that 2 years, you're obligated to enlist in the Army. So if you don't want to, then ROTC is not the best route to go if you don't plan on joining. 6. Is it true about long hours and being away from your family? So that really all depends on what base you go to. There are long hours and there is being away from family. So I leave you guys obviously know, I leave 2 weeks out of every month from my wife and my house. And so there are long hours, and I leave 2 weeks out of every month to go out to the box, which is just the desert. But so there are long hours and being away from your family, definitely. But that really depends on what base you go to. It just depends, honestly. 7. Have you ever been deployed? No, I have not been deployed because this is my first unit straight out of basic. But I am at a non-deployable unit, so it's kind of nice. So I know for at least 3 years I won't be deployed, but it depends on where I go after this, if it's a deployable unit or not. Question 8. How long is 12 Bravo AIT? So 12 Bravo AIT is totally different from any different MOSs. It's OSET, so 1 station unit training. So you'll do basic and AIT all together, which it's just called OSET. So you'll do 16 weeks at Fort Leonard Wood, which is 1 week, 1 to 2 weeks. It just depends on reception there. And then you start 14 weeks of basic, which is red, white, blue, black, and gold phase. So technically your AIT is, black phase is 4 weeks and gold phase is 1 week. So it's technically 5 weeks of AIT basic, of 12 Bravo. But you don't get to go home between basic and AIT. You stay in the same spot. 9. What's an average day for you? So I've actually, my hair's a mess. So I plan on making a video of my average day. So I will get to you on that. I'll have a video on that coming soon. I promise. 10. This is this isn't the last one, it's the second last. So is it true you don't have to pass the PT test during red and white phase, but you have to pass the final PT test in blue phase? Yes, but no. So if you don't pass the PT test during red and white phase, you're fine. It doesn't really matter, but then again, it does matter. So if you don't pass the PT test during red and white phase, you're going to be on like remedial PT, which is you're going to do PT all the time. Like your drill sergeants will make you do PT when you're not supposed to do PT. So like, and you'll get shit about it. You'll get a bunch of shit about it if you don't pass them, but if you don't really care about drill sergeants talking shit, then you should be fine. But you do have to pass your final PT test, which isn't in blue phase. If you're talking about 12 Bravo, like OSET training, the last PT test you have to pass is the one in black phase. So, but if you're just talking about like regular, like basic training, like graduating after blue phase, yes, you have to pass the final PT test. But the ones before that don't really matter. But it's on your record. Like even when you get out, it'll show like those PT tests. So no, you technically don't have to pass them. But it'd be, try to pass them. Act like that if you don't pass them, you're not going to pass like graduation. But no, you don't. It is true. You don't have to pass those two to like get along, to like get like, no, yeah, just whatever. No, yes, it's true. You don't have to pass those during red and white phase, but you do have to pass the final one, which is technically in black phase or blue phase if you're just basic training. And the last and final question that I got asked all the time: do you like being a 12 Bravo? So, yes, I like being a 12 Bravo. I like doing what I do on the daily. Do I think I could have went for a different MOS? Yes, I like 31 kilo. I wanted to go 31 kilo, but when I went to MEPS, they messed up all my processing and paperwork, so I had to choose 12 Bravo. 31 kilo, if you don't know, is a dog handler. They're actually taking that out, even as an MOS now. It's just going to be like a school. But no, I love being a 12 Bravo. I like doing what I do, and like on a daily. You don't get to really blow stuff up, but other than that, I like being a 12 Bravo. I like doing what I do. I learn new things, and it's a combat MOS, so you get to learn some cool stuff, I guess. So that was the end of, oh, that's my wife, y'all. I don't know if y'all can see that. I'm using her phone right now. That's my wife. Yeah, I'm gonna get her on some videos, guys, I promise. I'm gonna get her on some videos. If y'all wanna see her on a video, you have to comment down below though, and some suggestions, because she's a little scared. But I'll get her on a video. If y'all have any more other questions, let me know in the comments or on my social media. I'll put that in the description. And if y'all have any suggestions on any other videos, let me know. I would love to make videos and figure out some different stuff to do, you know? All right. Peace out. Peace out.